The shutdown is officially over. President Trump tonight signed into law a temporary funding package to reopen the government. Signature, the longest government shutdown in U.S. history, ended after 43 days. The measure extends funding for most federal agencies until the end of January, and it includes 3 full-year funding bills for other parts of the government. Now, ahead of signing this bill, President Trump once again blamed Democrats for the shutdown.
So I just want to tell the American people, you should not forget this. When we come up to midterms and other things, don't forget what they've done to our country. I also want to call for a termination to the filibuster so that this can never happen again.
Democrats held out because they wanted to get Affordable Care Act subsidies extended so people's premiums would not go up significantly. In addition to the funding, the package includes a provision reversing the federal layoffs the Trump administration made during the shutdown, and it ensures back pay for those who were furloughed. National correspondent Kayla Gaskins has the latest now for us from Washington.
As federal agencies are preparing to reopen their doors, payments for the federal food stamp program, known as SNAP, will restart. It's unclear, though, exactly how quickly funds will be dispersed, but the bipartisan deal fully funds SNAP through September 30th of 2026.
Families in need will get back to receiving their food purchasing assistance, and the people's government will soon be back open for business.
It's back to work for all federal employees who will finally receive back pay after weeks without a paycheck. Air traffic controllers were among the essential workers who kept working without pay, but as the shutdown dragged on, more began calling in sick, causing staffing shortages that resulted in around 10,000 flight cancellations just since Sunday.
Safety is the #1 issue. I want you to get safely to where you're flying.
On Tuesday, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy urged controllers to return, promising they'll receive 70% of their pay within 2 days of the government reopening. Duffy warning air travel delays could continue until safety data improves.
We've seen incursions on runways. We've seen loss of separation in the airspace, and we've seen heightened complaints by pilots of the communication they're having with air traffic controllers.
Amid the public's frustration with flight disruptions, Duffy and President Trump accusing the Biden administration of ignoring proper safety protocols. Former Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg responding on X.
This is a system that was in pretty rough shape by the time he lost in 2020 and we took it over. So we improved it.
Duffy firing back.
Pete did nothing. He spent $80 billion on DEI and on climate change.
Secretary Duffy hasn't given an answer yet on whether these disruptions will impact the Thanksgiving holiday. Travel experts, though, predict it will. On Capitol Hill, I'm Kayla Gaskins.
Tonight, Democratic Congressman Jim Costa released the following statement after voting on the continuing resolution. He said he is glad the government operations will soon resume and federal employees and military service members will receive the pay they've earned. But he said he would not stop fighting for policies that ensure Americans have timely access to food, affordable health care, and protective safety nets. Republican Congressman David Valadao released this statement after voting in support of a clean, short-term, continuing resolution to reopen the government. The congressman called today a win for transparency and good governance and said he is looking forward to working with his colleagues in the House and the Senate to deliver full-year funding bills for the American people. What does this mean for people who receive SNAP benefits? And we talked with Kim Dildine with the Central California Food Bank. She said they saw a huge increase in need this month. And now, with tonight's presidential signature, she expects SNAP will be protected through the end of the year.